Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a collective for today. Today is Saturday, January 31st, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we freaking love that for you. God's kiss. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use The Rose, Dust, and Ashes, an oracle featuring cemetery symbols by Stacey Williams. We got one on the table, all upside down in the reverse. Two on the table, one in reverse. Three on the table, one in reverse. Oh, okay. Hold on, damn it. We got 5. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Lots of sun today. I'm really excited. It's supposed to be warmer this coming week. I think high 20s, 30 degrees. There's Kitty. Go get some food, Kitty. Sorry. You know I love the cats. I feel bad for them too. I don't know how they survive the winter. I really don't. And I know a lot of them probably don't. That's what makes it even worse. Get some food. Right down there. Oh, maybe she sees the possum. I have not seen that possum since, what was that? December? Middle of December? I can't remember. That thing was huge. That thing was bigger. That thing was the size of probably all 3 of my cats put together. That thing was freaking huge. And I know you're not, like, they can get a little 6 cards with bottom of the deck. I'm sure that they can get like a little violin or whatever if you try to touch them, but I really just wanted to go down there and pick it up. That thing was huge. They carry their babies on their back sometimes, but I think I could have sworn they have like a little pouch or something where, am I wrong? Almost like when the babies are too small and they're just born, like they keep them in some type of pouch like underneath. Am I wrong? I thought that was a possum. I know kangaroos, but I could have sworn that they had some kind of like birthing pouch or something where they keep their babies. She's going towards the food. Go towards the food. Do it. You guys have to forgive me. Yep, she's going. She sees it. Yes. She'll tell the others, and the others will come and eat. I have food down there on my neighbor's porch. She was gathering all her stuff all day because she actually had movers here to take away her furniture since she's renting it to her nephews. But I put food down there this morning thinking that she wasn't going to come because it's the weekend. She usually doesn't come on the weekend. She's with her boyfriend at their place. And I put food on the side where I always put it. I have a bowl on the side of the building. So hopefully they all eat. All right. Again, 6 on the table with bottom of the deck. We've got the first card in reverse. It is humility. We've got never forgotten, eternity, readiness, attachment, purpose, Bottom of the deck, purpose. Feminine, masculine, take heart, resonates. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say this: when the first three cards fell out, to me, it's a not so good energy. Somebody knows what humility is. They don't exercise it. They don't embody it. They don't. What is humility? I know what it is, but I'm not doing it. With the never forgotten, they know. They just. What was it? What was I said the other day about some energy? An energy. I was like, they think they're a bag. They think they're all that in a bag of chips. This person has always been like this. From birth to death, I just heard. Fabulous. So they'll never learn. They'll never learn. I love it. Whoever this person is, they're trying to attach themselves to a purpose or to someone with purpose. And I'm just gonna say this. It's in my head. Um, this would be like me writing my book and publishing my book, and then like one of my family members, one of my friends, like getting a lawyer and suing me and saying, I deserve compensation for that book, um, because I was a part of your story. Not necessarily that they were in it, but just the thought, like, I was a part of your story. I deserve money from the sale of that book. Like I gave you some of your life story, so you should compensate me. I just heard pompous. This is someone that wouldn't really it's not that they couldn't have purpose, right? They could have purpose. They probably do have purpose. They ignore that purpose. Whether it's because it's too hard and they don't want to put in any effort, whether it's because they tried and they just can't. I don't know. There's something about like they could have purpose, but they just don't. It's like trying to live off of everybody else's success. It's like a hanger on, like like when people win the lotto, and I mean whether you publish it or not that you won the lotto, people always tend to find out that somebody won the lotto, right? Somebody always finds out. And then you always get people that show up and be like, "Hey, I'm your long lost cousin from uncle and aunt so and so. Give me $5,000. Hey, um I was your grandma's neighbor and I loaned her, $300,000 to pay her medical bills. Can you pay me back?" Just like stupid shit. Like people just coming forth and just making up lies and just being like, "Hey, can you give me some?" Like, you know, like you win the lotto and your long lost kid that you gave up for adoption comes back and says, "Hey, I'm your son that you gave away for adoption," and you take them in and you support them and you give them money, and then, like a year or two later you find out like they're not your kid, that they just took all your money. It gives that kind of energy, like somebody that's just along for the ride. Like Entourage, the show Entourage. Have you ever watched Entourage? What is that guy's name? The main character. I cannot remember his name. I never remember his name. Kevin Dillon is in it. Oh, I can't remember his name. Um, where he's famous, he's an actor, he's a celebrity, and all his friends like work for him, but some of them don't do anything and he pays them anyway. Like it gives that kind of energy. Like this is what somebody believes they are. Like this is what they want to do with their life. Like they don't want to actually do anything. They just want to live off of somebody else. And I'm not saying that to make fun. Like this is somebody that literally feels that way. And they're not at all humble about it. They literally would be like, "Yeah, they pay me a salary and I don't do nothing." Like with attitude. Like I deserve it. Do you? Have you ever worked for anything a day in your life? Hmm. It's funny because somebody posted on, I can't remember if it was on here on YouTube. No. Oh, it was my old boss. She posted it on Facebook. Um, that she thinks that everyone, it's like a little meme thing, but she posted it and it says, that everybody should have to work with the public in a service job in the service industry at least once in their life for such an amount of time because it really humbles you and you really develop a sense of compassion and empathy for other humans when you have to work in that position. And it's true. It's true. I mean, I was in retail management for like 16 years. I was in retail as a whole for probably about 20, a little bit more actually, probably 24 maybe. But yeah, like having to go through certain things, having to do certain things, having to see that side of humanity, it does humble you. You do develop compassion and empathy for others. Service industry, retail, none of that is easy. None of it. It always baffles me too when people actually are in the industry and then they come out of it and they have, quote unquote office jobs, warehouse jobs, normal jobs, right? Like, oh, I don't work in retail. Retail's horrible. Retail's for losers, right? And then they get that attitude where they treat people like shit. And it's like, dude, you used to do that. Like you were that person. How could you treat them like that? Like where did your humanity go? Where did your humility go, right? It's like this person never had it in the first place. From birth to death, it said. They said. I don't know why I just thought that. I was looking at this symbol and I just heard octagon. I don't, this is not an octagon. I know that, but I heard octagon. I don't know. Something about turtles. Someone studying dead space or some maybe like in like regards to science maybe. I don't know. Um yeah, maybe this person is dead space, dead weight. Oh, maybe that's okay. So maybe the reason why I was seeing and I heard turtles is because this person feels like, how like baby turtles, like they'll be born like somewhere and then they have to cross however much land to get to like the ocean or so. You hear those stories about turtles, right? It's like somebody knowing that they're not strong enough to make the journey. So like they climb on somebody else's back or something. I think that's why I saw and heard turtles. I'm not sure about the octagon. I'm really not sure about that. I guess technically it could have to do with the dead space. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Short and sweet. Tiny but mighty. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.